Good evening and welcome to McAllen ISD. This game is being conducted according to the rules and regulations of the University Interscholastic League.
Regardless of the outcome of this game, all the players have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence.
We ask that, as a spectator, you consider the time and effort each of these teams, coaches, and athletes have put forth.
The officials for this event have been mutually agreed upon by school officials from both schools. Their role is not unlike those of players, coaches, teachers, and administrators.
Without them, this event would not be possible. Their knowledge and application of the rules are a result of annual testing, years of study, and continual participation in clinics that further refine their understanding of the game.
We ask you as students, parents, and citizens to demonstrate the kind of respect for these officials you would extend to any dedicated person in a position of responsibility.
This means that you as a fan
should not criticize players on either team,
should not boo the officials,
should not have alcoholic beverages on public school grounds. This is a violation of state law.
should be courteous to the visiting fans,
Should cheer for your team.
And show respect for injured players on both teams.
Thank you for your attendance and enjoy the game.
enjoy the game.
enjoy the game.
On behalf of our school board and our McAllen ISD family, I want to welcome all of you to DQ Fan Field at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. Thank you for supporting sporting events in our public schools. Your love, your energy, and your passion is what drives our student athletes to excel on the field. Enjoy the competition and best of luck to both teams. Thank you.
And welcome to DQ Fan Field here at McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium. It's time for another edition of Football Night in McAllen ISD. And what a beautiful night it is here on this November 8th evening. We've got the McAllen Bulldogs taking on the Nikki Rowe Warriors coming your way next right here on MITV. And how do you do? Mark May, Mario Reyna, rest of our MITV crew ready to bring you this regular season finale between McAllen and Nikki Rowe. And of course, these two teams face each other every year, longtime rivals. And there's also a playoff spot that's up for grabs for Nikki Rowe. And Mario, tell us a little bit about your keys to the game tonight.
Well, I mean, it's, like you said, it's a rivalry, so that's right, a key. You know, you never know when these two teams play, but we think that the team that has the most focus will take this game, and the other things they need to do, like any other game, cut back on the mistakes, watch out with the turnovers, penalties, and at the end, a couple of these games recently have gone to the end, to who's going to have the strong finish, who's going to have that will to win.
All right, then earlier this week, we checked in with a couple of players to watch from both teams. First of all, for Nikki Rowe, it was the linebacker Carlos Torres. We checked in with him, and here's what he had to say for the Rowe Warriors.
Just like being a leader, just pushing my friends all the time, and all the friends that I've made over football. I just love it. We were playing Edinburgh Vela. It was like, I think, first quarter, second drive. I was on a scrape. I went down the edge, and I ended up hitting the guy.
This is Hartman.
Forced fumble. Nicholas Hartman, number 44, picked it up, took it to the house for 6. Nice. Because we know McAllen likes to pass a lot. We're getting ready. We're just getting my team ready, just overall. Coach is telling us it's very important because it's a spot in the playoffs. I mean, we're ready. We know we're a playoff team, so we're ready. I'm gonna go to the trade school and start welding. Adan, I love you, RTD baby.
All right, there you heard from Mr. Torres. Let's check in with another defensive player. This is a defensive lineman from the McAllen Bulldogs and one of their captains, Joaquin Buitron. Here's that one.
My name is Joaquin Buitron, and I play defensive tackle for the McAllen Bulldogs.
Behind you, here we go with a whole new game, and on second down and 7, handoff Kalunga, and the Bulldogs stuff this one.
The challenges of playing defensive tackle is you have to hold up the front line for the defense and protect your linebackers. You're always dealing with double teams, and you also have to get to the pass rush, and you have to get to the quarterback to give the DBs as little time as possible to cover. The most I like playing about defensive tackle, it's not really one of those positions that you get a lot of credit for because it's one of those lineman positions, but is I get to see my team succeed if I do my job right, and I know it stems from me. It's a team sport. You got to rely on everyone else, and I like how it needs a lot of coordination to be able to succeed. After I graduate, I plan to go to college and have a part-time internship at my general contracting company.
And then earlier, we checked in with some players to watch. And, of course, in a game like this, how about your quarterback? So looking at the Rowe quarterback, they've got Adrian Boteo, who's thrown from over 1,000 yards, about 15 touchdown passes. He's also run for about a half dozen scores. So definitely a threat for Rowe's offense. And then when we turn around and look at the Mackay Bulldogs, well, how about their quarterback, Joaquin Valdez? He's done a lot this year. And Valdez this season, a lot of passes, a lot of runs, certainly a dual threat back there, especially with the pass, has that fast slinging form that he uses. You see it right there as he's going through pregame warm-ups. Mario?
I think I was told that he broke the record for the all-time for the McAllen passing record. So that's something to, I mean, what an accomplishment.
Yeah, indeed. And taking a look at our starters for tonight, how about starting with Nikki Rowe? There are the offensive backs and receivers there. Boteo, of course, at quarterback. Samuel Ligues as the running back. Then 4 receivers, Frederick Beretta, Castillo, and Diaves. And then looking at the offensive line for Nikki Rowe, you've got Demetrio Talamantes, the lone senior, along with Rick Reed at center. And then a sophomore, Mark Okoshis, drawing a start here tonight. And another sophomore, Derek Bruneta, then a junior, Carlos Salazar. Then our defensive line, 3-man front, and John Salazar, Owen Rangel, and Alejandro Bosada. Linebackers, they've got 4 back there, and Julian Nava, Nicholas Hartman, Carlos Torres, and Dante Rodriguez. And then looking at the secondary, Sebastian Islas and Austin Acosta at the corners, Nomar Aguida and Jacob Gonzalez at the safeties. Then looking over at the McAllen High Bulldogs and checking out their starters, Valdez at quarterback, Hunter Morley will be at the running back, Joseph Rivas at tight end, then Cinco Jones, Tristan Keith, and Talon Garcia are the receivers. Offensive line, they've got 2 seniors and 3 juniors there. And Brian Bazan, Diego Villegas, Adam Gonzalez are the juniors. The seniors, Arian Villarreal and Maddox Braxton. Braxton, one of their captains as well. Looking at the defense, Mason Briones, Joaquin Buitron in the middle, Cash Frisbees. They go with the 3-man front tonight. And then they'll go with 3 linebackers, and Oliver Schwartz, Simon Pardo, and Hayden Helgeson, only a sophomore, and then 5 defensive backs, and Aiden Ayala, Alex Corpus, Will Hawk, Pablo De La Rosa, and Sebastian Rodriguez. And time now for our Veteran of the Week, and they're doing something special because we're only a few days away from the Veterans Day, which is November 11th. That's Monday. And so they're going to salute all veterans here tonight. Nice. They're saluting all the veterans in the stands on both sides, because we've got McAllen teams on both sides here tonight. So they're asking all the veterans in the stands to stand up and be recognized. Now they're also going to do something special with their ROTCs. They're bringing out what they call a garrison flag. And this is a massive flag, 30 feet by 42 feet, which is similar in size to the one that flew at Fort McHenry back in the War of 1812. This is the flag that inspired Francis Scott Key to write the Star-Spangled Banner. So if you've ever seen that flag at the Smithsonian Institution, it's quite a sight to behold.
It is.
It's a huge flag. And they're going to unfurl it now. So they've got all of the ROTC out here for McAllen High School under the direction of Mr. Leonard Cianciotto and Sergeant First Class Benito Contreras.
I mean, it almost goes from 40 to 40, Mark. 20 yards.
Look at that.
Nice.
There we see the big flag out there. Everybody holding on to it. Just a little bit of a breeze tonight, not too much wind. They're getting ready for the national anthem. We're going to have the McAllen High School Mariachi Oro, 3 members singing a cappella tonight on the national anthem.
For the singing of our national anthem.
And because tonight they're also involving a lot of the middle school kids, it's a McAllen High School home game. They've got some kids from the what they call the vertical team, the Mackay vertical team. They'll be singing in the national anthem. Allison Contador, who's an 8th grader at Travis Middle School. Isabella Sanchez Wong, who's a junior at Achieve Early College High School. And then from Mackay, Isabel Garza Johnson. And there's our 3 lovely ladies there ready to sing the national anthem for the 7-time state champion, Mackay Mariachi Oro.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, wonderful job by the 3 ladies from the 7-time state champion, Mackay Mariachi Oro. And time now for our officials for tonight. We've got a 7-man crew.
And here they are, good-looking officials right there, led by referee Fred Gracia, Leo Dominguez, Armando Garza Jr., Armando Mendoza, Eric de la Garza, Jose Hernandez, and Jesus Alberto Alanis. A crew of 7 looking ready to go.
Now we'll check in with the results. As you can see, Nikki Rowe hasn't been the best of years, 3-6 overall. Started off 0-3. Then they entered district play and won their first 3 games out the gate against Palmview, Juarez Lincoln, and Rio Grande City. Then suffered setbacks against Edinburgh Bella, Mission, and Memorial High. But the key for them is that 3-3 in the district, they still have a shot to make the postseason if they can go to 4-3. They would Mackay is the only team standing in their way from getting the 4th playoff seed. And looking at the Mackay Bulldogs, also 3-6 this year. Now, they came very close, but haven't qualified for a playoff spot. They started 0-3 in non-district as well, then won their district opener over Juarez Lincoln, suffered setbacks to Edinburgh Bella, and the close loss to the Memorial Mustangs, another heartbreaker to La Jolla Palmview. Then they beat Rio Grande City and Mission in their last 2 games. Ended up in a 3-way tie with Palmview and Mission. If they should pull off an upset over Rowe tonight, they would, all 3 of those teams would be 4-3. However, with the tiebreakers, Mission would have the 3rd seed, Palmview would get the 4th seed, Mackay would be out of the playoff picture. So Mackay still with a chance to play the spoiler role here tonight against this Nikki Rowe team. Nikki Rowe, of course, if they win, they're in the playoffs. If they lose, they're out. And Mackay in the spoiler position. You see Mackay, the home team tonight, coming out onto the field wearing the purple and gold. They're excited and ready to play.
Mark, Mackay Bulldogs, they lost some close ones. that's why one of our keys to the game have been a couple of games already where we say you got to finish strong, you got to complete the task, and that's, you know, they lost by 1 point in one game, and we were here with that exciting game against Memorial. They could have gone either way, but you just got to finish strong because anything can happen.
Now we see the captains coming out onto the field for the coin toss.
For the coin toss, captain for the McAllen Bulldogs, number 3, Tristan Keith. Number 7, Will Hawk. Number 15, Oliver Swartz. And number 7,
Actually, I think what they're doing is explaining
Warriors,
to the
number 6,
team captains, respective team captains, the result of the coin toss, was they did a coin toss earlier between the two head coaches, which is a choice. It was explained to us, Mario, that the choice that teams have, they can either have the coaches go up there about a half hour before the game begins and do the coin toss between the two coaches, or they can do it with the players here. And since they've done it already, we've got the referee, Mr. Garcia.
It's good to see him out here, Mark. Several years ago, he was involved in an unfortunate situation where he was run over by a player. And sometimes that could just not work out for you, but he's back and he's doing a great job, has a great crew. I'm sure his crew is going to do a good job here in this really important football game tonight.
McAllen High has won the toss, deferred the choice for the second half. McAllen Rowe will be receiving at the south end. Gentlemen, let's play ball.
All right, Mackay certainly fired up. Wasn't quite able to hear everything, so we'll wait and see who's going to receive here to start the game. Rove, you see wearing the green and gold with white, the silver helmets.
I would wonder if we take a look here at the first quarter, Mark. The pressure is on the Warriors. They have to win to get into the playoffs. And Mackay is, like you said, playing the spoiler role. They might be a little bit more on the calm side, so we'll see how it plays out.
Yeah, for Mackay, this is basically their Super Bowl. They'll be excited, and as you can see, it's going to be Rowe to receive. Back to receive, there's Drevin Niavis. They've got 3 players back, actually standing about there between their 5 and 15-yard line. And here's an onside kick right off by Mackay. Mackay unable to control things. It goes out of bounds. There's an onside kick right there from the get-go by Alan Martinez. The ball goes out of bounds, and Mackay unable to grab it, but it looked like they had Rowe fooled.
Oh, they did. Nobody expected this. It was a good little kick there, but that last bounce just went right
Free
over.
kick out of bounds on the kicking team.
Elijah
5 yards from the other side. First down.
So that gives the Warriors excellent field position.
So the ball be at the 48-yard line on Mackay's side of the 50-yard line. So this is excellent field position here for the Rowe Warriors. Their own 48. With the Mackay 48 as they hand this off on first down. This is Sam Ligues. And Ligues able to battle his way up to about the 47-yard line. And a gain of 1.
Ligues came into this game with 93 carries for a total of 627 yards, 7 touchdowns. So expect him to run the ball a lot. And also you know that Buenteo with 450 yards can also run.
Buenteo to throw on second down. There's Niavis, who makes his first catch. Niavis, who's known for going deep, that time hit on the short route. It's coming up third down and short. It's a nice one-headed catch, too. He's behind his back a little bit.
That was an excellent catch. And that's his 25th reception of the year. About 520 yards. He has 6 touchdowns to his credit. 3rd and 6.
All right, on third down, trying to run this up straight ahead. And it looks like they've got enough. They needed the 38-yard line. And Buenteo, the quarterback, looks like he got to the 37. So that'll move the chains with a 5-yard burst there on third down and 4.
That's the beauty of having a dual threat quarterback that can run and pass.
Quick offense here by Nikki Rowe. They like to go no huddle a lot. Ligues with the carry. He's able to knife his way forward up to about the 32-yard line. Gain of 5 once again.
Anytime you can get 5 yards on your first on that run, it makes it easier for first downs.
So on 2nd down and 4, here's a handoff, Ligues. 1st down and more, all the way into the secondary as he churns past the 20-yard line all the way to the 17. Gain of 15, the longest run from scrimmage so far.
Excellent blocking on the left side of the Warrior offense, and they're ready to go.
That guy may have jumped offside. Could be a free play. Going for the end zone. Man is open and incomplete. That was Nieves who was open.
That was a good route by Nieves, slightly overthrown by Venteo.
5-yard penalty.
I mean, he
Still
might have
first down.
caught that ball. And I think Nieves now, it shows that he felt like he should have caught it. But that was a free play. And that's a good news for the Warriors.
Mackay jumped offside, so it's a 5-yard penalty. It moves it up to the 12-yard line to be 1st and 5. Is Rowe going to flare this out to Ligues? Ligues hit at the line of scrimmage and falls forward to about the 10-yard line. And a gain of 2 to bring up 2nd down and short.
Well defended by the Bulldog defense. But all those little small passes, they'll pay off dividends later because they'll get the defense on their toes.
Quarterback wants to keep this one all the way down to about the 5-yard line. Has the 1st down. It'll be 1st and goal now for the Warriors.
And when you're starting to get some first downs and you stay on the field, as you look at this nice blocking right there, Mark, what this does is you keep the Bulldog offense on the sidelines because they can score. So you want to keep that Bulldog offense on the sidelines.
Here's a sweep to the left side. Ligues cuts inside, is near the goal line. I think they're going to call him just 1 yard short. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I thought he was going to go in, Mark, because if you take a look at the handoff right here is where he made that cutback. And boy, he was close. His helmet got to the end zone line.
Yeah, helmet crossed the plane. Ball did not, as Boteo on 2nd and goal runs in from the right side and scores to put the Rowe Warriors in front. And the Warriors score on the opening possession after Mackay opened with an onside kick that went awry. Warriors taking advantage with a short field.
And that's what, if you want to get into the playoffs, Mark, that's what you have to do. You got to capitalize on opportunities, and that's exactly what the Warriors did here to start off the game.
Here's the extra point try, line drive, and it is good. And our score with 9:19 to go here in the 1st quarter is 7-0 in favor of the Warriors. 9-play, 48-yard drive, capped right here by Boteo's run. Went into the end zone standing up. 9:19 to go here in quarter number 1. Warriors up 7-0, and we'll be right back.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We are here for you every step of the way.
And welcome back. And Boteo readied into the end zone. Not something he's a stranger to, is it, Mark?
Oh no, that's what makes him such a dangerous guy. He could do it all. 7 touchdowns for the season, running.
And so here's the kickoff by the Warriors, fielded about the 19-yard line by Mackay, up across near the 30-yard line. And that's as far as they'll go right there. So they'll set up at the 30. After the Warriors score on their opening drive and lead here 7-0. Boteo, the 1-yard run, puts his team in front, 7-0. And McAllen will have their first possession. Man goes in motion. That was Garcia. So they hand this off. And the first handoff goes to number 25, Morley.
So all season long, this McAllen offense has not had much problems scoring. So you know they're going to score, led by quarterback Joaquin Valdez.
Garcia in motion. 2 receivers to the left side. Valdez looking left, throws that way. This is caught out of the backfield by Morley. Morley wrestled out of bounds short of the 40-yard line, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Boy, on that tackle, Hartman made sure that he would go out of bounds. Take a look at this. Right there, Hartman grabs him and says, "You're going out of bounds." That makes it a 3rd and 2.
Down in 2, going to fake the handoff. Quarterback keeps it himself, runs across the 40 up to the 42, and that'll be enough to move the chains.
And that's what both quarterbacks tonight are very capable of doing. When they need those big yards to get first downs and keep the plays alive, they're able to run and get those first downs.
Just over 8 minutes to go in the first quarter, 7-0 Rowe. McAllen has their first down. And there's a sack by Nikki Rowe. John Salazar comes crashing through there to tackle the quarterback, Valdez. Valdez given no chance there to set up.
Something happened there where Salazar, he came in so quick, nobody actually blocked him. You know, anytime you have a defensive lineman to have an opportunity to bring a quarterback down, you know, they're going to take advantage of it. Valdez did a good job of not actually fumbling the ball.
Yeah, loss of 8 yards there, back to the 34-yard line. And that's 2nd and 18. Well, here they try the screen pass. Looked like it was intended for Talon Garcia. And they'll bring up 3rd down and long.
I think what happened there is that Hartman came in, and that forced Valdez to try to throw the ball over him, and so that went over the receiver.
So 3rd down and 18 now for the McAllen Bulldogs. There we see Coach Patrick Shelby in his 6th year as head coach of the Bulldogs. And goes in motion. That's Rivas. He'll set up as the wing on the right side. There's a handoff to Morley. And Morley able to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe even a yard short, but not much more.
And that's going to force a punt situation. So the Warrior defense did a good job of making sure that they didn't allow the McAllen offense to get rolling.
Did get back to the line of scrimmage, so here's the punting unit on there with a high snap, but no rush. This will take a little bit of a Bulldog bounce as it goes out of bounds. And Rowe will set up at their own 33-yard line. There we see Coach Shelby. Meanwhile, his counterpart, Robert Flores, on the visitor's sideline tonight, is in his 9th year. So we have Flores with the glasses right there in the middle. It's always a chess match between head coaches. One of the things I've always enjoyed about football is Boteo throws this and almost picked off. Would have been a touchdown. Couldn't quite hang on to it. That was Aiden Ayala.
And those opportunities don't come on often, but a good job by Ayala to read it, Mark. It almost also was close to being a lateral. You can look at this, Mark. Oh, man, he looked up a little bit. I think he said, I see the end zone, so he didn't catch the ball.
Handoff on 2nd down and 10. This is the guess. And the guess surges across the 35 up to about the 37. Gain of 4 on the play. And here on 3rd down and 5, short pass as Boteo rolls out, and this is caught by Mateo Castillo. Castillo with his first catch puts the Warriors into Bulldog territory at the 49.
Castillo coming into this game with 59 receptions, make it 60. Over 500 yards. Good pass by Boteo. And that last play, Mark, that's what makes Boteo such a good quarterback. On a rollout, running on a rollout, and he was able to make the right pass.
So a 1-yard gain, 2nd down and 9. Here's Boteo back to throw, trying to set up the screen. And it's overthrown, almost intercepted again. It was a chance for Pablo De La Rosa that time. Came in there, may not have seen the ball, but it was lobbed up in that area intended for the guess. And instead, it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
It actually looked like a good play, Mark. If it would have been executed, the Warriors could have gotten some yardage off of that.
And here's a sweep to the left side on 3rd down and 9. Matt Kai all over that one. So great defensive stand there by Matt Kai as the tackle made by Jules August, senior defensive end.
That was a read option by Buenteo, but he probably would have done a better job. He would have kept it. He might have gotten some yardage, but I don't think it would have been enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, loss of 6 on the play. Here's the snap. Bulldogs put on some pressure, but they get it off in time. Fair catch is signaled. And this is going to be all the way down to about the 1-yard line. Smekai elected not to try for the signal for a fair catch, but wasn't able to get underneath it to make the catch.
I think
as a result, the ball bounced all the way down inside the 1-yard line.
Punter number 28 to receiver number 28, and the victory there was for the punter. I think after the Bulldogs number 28, you can see he puts his hands on his helmet saying, man, I should have stopped that. They might have gotten the ball at about the 20. So that cost them a good 15 yards.
4:39 to go here in the 1st quarter.
Now, before any Mackay fans start telling me where are some of the stats on the Bulldogs, we were just not able to get any stats, Mark. So not going to be able to call out some numbers because we do have stats for the Warriors.
Sweep onto the right side, and possibly a face mask might get added in here. So we saw a flag come in late. There was Oliver Schwartz, who's normally a linebacker, but playing on offense here.
Good call, Mark. And that's going to help the Bulldogs.
Face mask on the defense, number 5. 15 yards, was part of the foul, 1st down.
Those are the plays, Mark, that really hurt a team. They had them pinned down. I mean, it doesn't happen on purpose, but those little good call by the official right there.
So that became an automatic 1st down. The ball is moved all the way out to the 19. That kind of gets the Bulldogs out of the shadow of their own goalpost.
And you know, in any offense, Mark, it feels different to have your ball at the 3-yard line than the 20-yard line.
So here's Valdez rolling out to the left, being chased. Now lets it go into traffic, and it's incomplete. Looks like he was trying to get it to Rivas, his tight end.
The pressure by the Warrior defense kind of forced Valdez to make sure he threw it maybe a little bit quicker than the receiver being ready for it. Good job by the defensive secondary by the Warriors.
Stops the clock at 4:08 left in the first quarter. Bulldogs on 2nd and 10. They hit the receiver here. And able to get out of bounds at about the 32. Going to be a first down there for Mackay after the catch by Jackson Henderson.
Real nice pass on the route, on the run. And that's what Valdez can do to you. You give him a little bit of time. There's a timing pattern up the middle. That means that when you start opening the middle of the field, your runners might have a better opportunity to get some yardage.
Yeah, picked up the first down all the way up to the 33-yard line. 14-yard catch there by Henderson. Here on 1st and 10. Throw by Valdez, and this is caught, and this is going to be more than the few. It goes all the way to the 40 to road territory, knocked out of bounds near the 30-yard line. Cinco Jones with the catch. He evaded the defender and was able to take off and pick up a big yardage there, and Mackay in business deep in road territory.
And pretty much another good pass by Valdez, kind of like a sidearm pass. But that's what defensive coordinators talk about all the time, is that you have to tackle. You have to tackle. That cost them 25 yards.
And here straight ahead. It's a run by the running back. This is the first carry for Andres Garza.
That's all it takes, Mark. Once you get a couple of receptions going, and your defense, your linebackers, they start to play a little bit deeper, and that opens up the holes for the running backs.
So 1st and 10 at the road 20. Back to throws Valdez over the middle. This is caught. It's Tristan Keith. And Keith, with his first catch of the night, gets the ball to the 12-yard line.
And now it looks like Joaquin Valdez, he's found a rhythm. It's a different receiver that he found open. Makes it a 2nd and about 2 yards to go.
Now here's a run to the right side, trying to turn the corner. Still on his feet is Valdez. He gets in for the touchdown. Touchdown for the Bulldogs. Valdez on sheer willpower, able to take that one 12 yards to the house, and a score 7-6.
We knew coming into this game, Mark, that the Bulldog offense has been able, he deserves that chain there based on that run. Look at him, he's excited, he's happy, and he should be, because he did a lot of good passes on that drive, and he finished it off with that great determined run into the end zone.
2:58 to go in the first quarter. Here's the snap for the extra point try. Kick is up and good, and we're tied at 7. So a magnificent 99-yard drive here by Mackay that was helped by a personal foul, face mask. Here's the pass to Keith that set up the touchdown. And then here's the extra point try. Here's the touchdown in between.
He wasn't supposed to get into the end zone, Mark, but watch what he does at the end. Right there, he's getting tackled, refused to go down, and determination.
All right. Second effort, too. 7-7 our scores. We go to break. All right, we're back here at DQ Fan Field. Mark May with Mario Reyna, 7-7 our score.
How many yards was that, Mark?
Yeah, well, it's a 12-yard run by Valdez. at a 99-yard drive, which is pretty impressive.
Ooh.
Can't really get longer than that. As we saw, back to receive was Samuel Legues. It's going to be Legues who picks it up on the first bounce, dances his way to the 25 and up to about the 29-yard line. And Rowe will set up from there.
So the Warrior offense just saw what the Mackay Bulldog offense did. They're on a roll. The best way to stop any offense, Mark, is if your own offense comes up.
During the return, they're holding on the return team, number 34. That's 10 yards.
The little
It's
things
out of the
that
foul.
are hurting the
First down.
Warriors right now, Mark. Another penalty is going to pin them down even deeper. I'm pretty sure Coach Robert Flores is not happy with some of those outcomes that's happening out there because he knows that his team cannot afford the penalties.
So that moves it all the way back to the 19, to the 10-yard penalty. And Rowe Boteo's going to hand this off, Legues, across the 20, up to the 21-yard line.
Hey, number one thing is execute at a high level.
Putting the crown on Valdez there.
What horsing around? You got to be in it now. We can't have mental health.
Coach real excited there. 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. Incomplete pass there. It'll be third down now.
And that pass, even if it would have been completed, probably would have been out of bounds. And it all started with Mateo having problems with a snap, and he took a shot there at the end. But this is a big play for the Warrior offense, 3rd and 7. They don't want to give the ball right back to a hot offense that the Bulldogs did in the last possession. Timeout somewhere?
Timeout. Rowe. That's the first timeout in the first half.
I think we got a timeout called, so we're going to go to the Smile Cam. Time for the Smile Cam.
Out of purple and gold. That's a happy group right there, Mark.
Yeah, the flag corps from the band. Good to see they're having a good time here. Good weather tonight for football here in this November evening. Boteo back to pass. Now going to run it here on 3rd and 7. Picks up the first down with a little spin move and gets to about the 33-yard line. It didn't look like he'd be able to make it that far, but picks up 11 yards on 3rd and long to move the chains.
What do you need? What do you need to do as an offense when you're struggling? You put one of your best players in action. That's a great call, Mark. Everybody expected a pass.
And here's a handoff, Legues. Legues up to about the 39-yard line. And a pickup of 6 on the play. By the way, that last timeout taken by Rowe, so they have 2 timeouts left. We see Coach Flores going to get his team back into the postseason after missing last year. So on 2nd down and 5, Boteo gets it a little closer. It's going to bring you up 3rd down at about 2.
Bunch of Bulldogs right there expecting Boteo. You know now the you know what's going to happen is that now the Bulldog defense is going to be keying in on Mateo a lot.
So on 3rd down and 2, they hand this off Lee Guess. Lee Guess has a 1st down and more and is into Mackay territory, across the 50, all the way to about the 45-yard line.
The patience by Lee Guess on that play, Mark. Take a look at him. He was looking up to see where the hole opened up, and he found it, and he knew what to do. Another very important 1st down for the Warriors.
Warriors are now 3 for 4 on 3rd down. So we see Boteo fighting his way forward once again. Doesn't want to go out of bounds, and finally they blow the whistle after they stopped his progress.
Boy, Boteo had plenty of time on that play to throw a pass, Mark. So all we got to do when he didn't throw it, he didn't force it. So that means that safeties and
that's the end of the quarter.
The safeties did a great
We're
job.
taking a hydration timeout.
All right, that's the end of quarter number 1. We're going to go to break. Our score is tied at 7 at the end of 1. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow, creating more jobs
and more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And welcome back to DQ Fan Field. Mark May with Mario Reyna, the rest of our award-winning MITV broadcast crew, bringing you this regular season finale between the Mackay Bulldogs and the Nikki Rowe Warriors. Been a good one so far. We're tied at 7.
Mark, I wanted to ask you a question. I came into this booth and I saw some balloons. What's going on up here?
Oh, it's some birthday balloons that are up here.
For who?
For myself.
All right.
Yeah, I was born on this day in 1966.
Okay, it's good to see. It's good to see that we have some balloons right here. Happy birthday, Mark. The birthday boy.
Oh, yeah. Thank you very much.
Awesome to
All
be
right,
up here
go
with
back
you,
to
Mark.
the action now.
Spending
Thank you.
this day on your birthday.
Yeah, I appreciate the crew for putting those balloons up. Had a great day today. A lot of well wishes from a lot of colleagues.
Awesome.
Teams have switched in since we start the second quarter. Boteo rolling out and hits his man. It looks like Nieves with the catch. Nieves able to take it down a little further, all the way
down
to about close to the 25.
Nice camera work right there, Mark, and a real nice rollout. That's impressive what Mateo's capable of doing, where he can roll out and on the run put the ball right between the numbers.
New 1st down here. And Boteo trying to run this to the left. Brought down by a pack of Bulldogs. With the 26, loss of a yard.
That was a design play for Mateo to run, but the Bulldog defense would not have anything to do with allowing him to gain any yards. Actually, he lost 1.
Boteo rolling out to his right, being chased, has to get rid of it. And in and out of the hands of Nieves.
That was an important play there, Mark, that they could have gone 6 to 7 yards and they would have made it a 3rd and 4. Instead, it's still a 3rd and 11. Good pressure by the Bulldog defense. Nieves just could not hold on to that pass.
So 3rd down and 11. The 26-yard line. There we see Boteo.
I would assume the Warriors are going to try to get at least 6 or 7 yards here and make it a 4th and short.
So screen pass caught. Oh, got some room here and all the way into the end zone for a Rowe touchdown. How about that play? Nice running by Landon Beretta.
No flags.
Yeah,
no
caught the
flags.
short pass and goes 26 yards for the touchdown. And the Warriors are in front, 13-7.
I think there, Mark, I think Coach Flores wanted just a short pass to see if they could gain some yards to make it a short 4th down. But he got a big bonus.
Here's the extra point try. Kick is up and away and good. And that'll put Rowe up 14-7 with 10:49 to go here before halftime.
Great response by the Warriors as we take a look at the play. Try to get a beautiful block upfield. I think it was number 58. And a nice run. Touchdown.
14-7 our score. We're in the mid-second quarter. We'll be right back.
Good job, Landon Barrera.
The Sames Back to School sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earns students a chance to win a new car from Sames. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Sames McAllen Ford or always online at SamesMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Sames.
And we're back 14-7. Warriors in front. After that terrific drive that started late in the first quarter. Took about 4 minutes off the clock. Here's the kickoff. Dropped at the 12, picked right up. And on the return was Jackson Henderson, able to get a modest return for the Bulldogs.
Jacob Gonzalez in on the tackle. And Mark, we've gotten accustomed to games anytime McAllen ISD rivals play against each other, close games. And I wonder if it's going to be like this all the way to the end of the 4th quarter. We'll see.
Also got another playoff game going on tonight in volleyball with the Mackay Lady Bulldogs taking on the Flower Bluff Lady Hornets. That's up at a neutral court in Falfurrias. They're playing right now. Wish the Lady Bulldogs the best of luck in that area round championship. First pass for Valdez is incomplete, intended for Morley. And I'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And the Lady Bulldogs, they're in a tough district. And just to show you how tough of a district they're in, 2 of the teams already won their area playoff game. Sherland Pioneer won today in 3, and I understand the Sherland Rattlers won in 4 against Gregory Portland, so it's a strong district. It's a rematch between Flower Bluff and Mackay. Last year, Flower Bluff beat Mackay, so we'll see if the Lady Bulldogs can get a little bit of revenge.
So 2nd down and 10. Valdez wants to keep it himself. Nowhere to go, really. He's going to end up out of bounds, actually losing yards to about the 21.
Good job by the Warrior defense. They knew you can't let a quarterback get outside the hash marks and go upfield. And I give credit to Valdez. There's no need for him to take a hit for no reason. So he just went out of bounds.
Band's really getting into it. Got the drum lines going. Both bands will perform at halftime. Valdez back to throw. This is into traffic, and this is caught. Cinco Jones with the catch up to about the 37-yard line, and it's a pickup of 16 yards on 3rd down and 12. Wow.
Yeah, and that's what Cinco Jones has done all year. Put the ball somewhere in his area, and he'll come down with the ball. I mean, he had pressure on him right away, but he still hung on to the ball. Good throw by Valdez on that one.
So Bulldogs convert on 3rd down and long. Here's a handoff to the tight end, Rivas. Rivas finally brought down at about the 44. And we could see that one more time there as he tried to leap through the defense there, but Salazar brought him down. There's the bands. We've got the Mackay Vertical team out there. Travis and Morris Middle School bands are mixed together. That's why it was so loud, all those extra drums out there. Valdez back to throw. Valdez pass incomplete, intended for Rivas. Rowe had it well covered. And it'll bring up third down. Another look at that play.
Good job on the defensive side by number 9.
Yeah, Austin Acosta.
Austin Acosta.
Hand off to 25, Morley. Third down and 3.
That big game gets the first down.
Yep, just got it. Mid-road territory after a 7-yard pickup there.
And here comes the Bulldogs.
Bulldogs on the march here, mid-second quarter. Morley straight ahead. Morley able to fight his way deeper into road territory to the 41-yard line. Gain of 8 on the play.
And that looked like an RPO where Valdez had an opportunity to run if he wanted to, but he did a good job of selecting the option to give it to the runner all the way up. I mean, 2nd and 2. The odds are high of getting a first down.
Valdez wants to throw. Able to turn that corner around Salazar and then pushed out of bounds by the road defensive back, Jacob Gonzalez. It looks like he has another first down. Gain of 3 on the play. Rivas goes in motion. Valdez being flushed out. Throws this, caught, first down and more. That's a catch by Henderson.
And because of what the Bulldogs are showing, a lot of balance, especially on the passing attack, it's really working. That's a sidearm throw, Mark. I think I've seen Patrick Mahomes do that a couple of times.
Yeah, throws like Mahomes or Ken Stabler back in the day. Previous pass went for 11 yards and a first down. Here was kind of a flanker screen to Keefe. Able to get the ball to the 25 and a gain of 2. Second down and 8 here for the Bulldogs. And here's a draw play straight ahead. This is Morley. Had time for the blocks to develop there. And Morley carries it all the way up to the 14-yard line, an 11-yard gain, and another set of downs.
I like that design, Mark. It looked like Joaquin was
Officials
going to give a
timeout
handoff to somebody else, and then all of a sudden, here comes the kind of like a little trickery. Probably fooled the linebackers on that. I think we have a timeout.
We have a timeout on the field called by the officials. 6:50 to play before halftime. 14-7, Nikki Rowe in front. We're going to take a break. You're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We are here for you every step of the way.
And welcome back. And there we've got the teams in timeout right now. 14-7, Rowe in front. Coming up for Mackay will be the 12th play of the drive. It started way back on the 23-yard line in their territory. They are right now at the Rowe 14-yard line with a 1st and 10.
Well, the stadium looks pretty good, Mark, because they are a bunch of fans on both sides.
So 1st down, 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Both these teams like high-powered offenses, and Valdez back to throw is being rushed. Lets it go for the end zone, and it's intercepted. Intercepted by the Warriors. First interception or any turnover of the game, and it's the Warriors who come up big.
And that's the break that the Warriors needed. Sebastian Islas, the junior defensive back. He stayed with the receiver, and when the ball came to him, sometimes he probably was saying, oh, is this ball right here for me to get? And sometimes you don't catch it. Good concentration. We talk about that in the keys to the game, focus, and that's what he did.
Yeah, and I think the Warrior blitz helped cause that as they forced Valdez to throw the ball, I think, a little sooner than he wanted. And as a result, the ball was thrown a little bit off the back foot. It came up short and allowed Islas to slip underneath it. You're going to see it right here. So the blitz was coming. He had to lob it up there a little sooner than he would have liked. And as a result, the Warriors have it at the 20-yard line after a 12-play drive by Mackay goes for naught. The first play, a handoff that goes for big yardage there from the 20 all the way up to the 41, 21-yard pickup, and a new set of downs here for the Warriors.
That's a pretty good response right after a turnover. What you want to do is take advantage of a turnover.
Pass off to the right side intended for Niavis. Goes incomplete. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Or correction, 2nd down.
A rare throw that wasn't right on target by Mateo. Doesn't do that very often. He's usually real accurate.
Run by Ligues. And Ligues bundled up after a short gain of just a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and long.
Like other runs, Ligues was waiting to see something opened up as you take a look at it. But nothing opened up because the Bulldog defensive line was there waiting for him.
Warriors 5 for 6 on 3rd down as Boteo rolls out to his right. Has plenty of time, showing the patience of a kindergarten teacher back there as he throws into traffic. A couple of flags went down. Might have been a hold, though.
Yeah.
We'll see what that's about. See,
there's actually 3 flags. You see them on the field, Mark? The 3 flags right there.
Holding on the offense, number 67.
Going to decline this.
Penalty decline, 4th down.
And the Bulldogs will be getting the ball back.
Boteo waited and waited.
I think there were several Warriors with holding.
He had Niavis in the area along with Castillo. Of course, it would have been negated by the holding penalty anyway. And for the 2nd time tonight, the Warriors will have to punt the football. Back to receive is Elijah Schwartz. A little bit of pressure by Mackay. Schwartz has it about his own 28 and flips it to his teammate. That's Schwartz actually with it. And Schwartz off the flip ends up picking up some good yardage.
A little fun here on the special teams for the Bulldogs. And there's another flag, a holding mark.
Illegal block in the bag. Number 15, the return team. 10 yards, part of the foul. 1st down.
And that's going to move the Bulldogs a little bit back. But with 5 minutes and 17 seconds, so we take a look at the replay on the punt. Here's the...
It was originally Greg Cedillo who caught the ball, and then he tossed it to his teammate, Elijah Schwartz.
Worked pretty good. Unfortunately, there was a penalty. But with 5 minutes and 17 seconds to go, you know Joaquin Valdez wasn't happy with the pass he threw. So you know he wants to come and redeem himself. And I will not bet against it. Plenty of time. And the Bulldogs do have 3 timeouts. So time is not really a factor here.
Valdez back to throw. I think it went off one of his teammates, a helmet or something. So players had already collided in the secondary and fallen down. No flag is down.
The Bulldog receiver felt like he was pushed before the ball got there.
Oh, yeah, you can see it there.
Something happened there. I don't know if he tripped or they just collided accidentally with each other.
That was intended for Garcia. It looked like the Warriors caught a break there. And here, short play here picks up a couple yards up to the 38-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down.
And we'll see if the Bulldogs will try a little short pass mark and see if they can get somebody to break away, kind of like how the Warriors scored their last touchdown.
So on 3rd down, Valdez with time, thinking about running it now. Now wants to pass it, nobody open. Lets it go, and this is caught.
I think he dropped it, Mark.
Oh. Yeah, they're going to say complete at the 45. That's going to be a yard shy of the 1st down, however.
They'll go for that. You know that, 4th and 1.
So he gets 7.
Here's a replay. Of course, Valdez bought a lot of time with his scrambling ability. Was able to get around. At the last second, he threw it. There's the catch. And he was given credit for the catch, and then he dropped it. Uh-oh, freebie. Where's the penalty?
All right, Valdez on 4th down and 1. It's going to run it across the 50, all the way up to the 40 in road territory.
And that last play, Mark, there was no penalty because there was no contact, so that allowed the defender an opportunity to get back.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't make any, physically touch any of the offensive players, he can still get back in time if they haven't snapped the football yet.
Nice little run by Valdez, showing that he is also a dual threat kind of quarterback, where he can also not only pass, but also he can use his legs. The all-time leading passer for the Mackay Bulldogs.
Valdez, yeah, a starter since he was a freshman, so only a junior. They hand it off to Andres Garza.
Well defended right there by the Warriors. Number 50 for the Warriors came in there and made the tackle, and that is John Salazar.
Yes, Salazar, we've called his name several times tonight. Valdez wants to throw here on 2nd and long. Oh, and upended about the 40-yard line. He's actually going to lose some yards right there.
Hartman came in there.
This is 3rd and 11 now for Mackay. Under 3 minutes to go. Mackay still with all 3 of their timeouts. Rowe has 2 timeouts. And here they set up the screen on the left side. This is Garza. Garza to the 30. to about the 27-yard line, has the first down, and Mackay still in business here.
And once again, Mark, a missed tackle by the Warriors is going to come back to haunt them, because they could have stopped the Bulldogs and forced a fourth down, but another good call right there by offensive coordinator Philip Romero.
And Valdez, this is picked off here by Rowe, the second interception of the half. Running it all the way back to midfield. It's Dante Rodriguez, the linebacker, comes up with a huge play here just as Mackay was marching down the field.
And they're going to have a penalty there, Mark. A great play on the interception, but he kind of taunted.
After the change of possession, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 7.
You can't do that.
On row. 15
so
yards,
you did something good by getting a turnover, but then you hurt your team because you would have had real nice field position. And those are big 15-yarders. Take a look at this, Mark. Excellent hands.
Yeah, great job of jumping up there, anticipating the pass and making the interception.
So right after you do this, you don't do this. Because that's how unsportsmanlike things like that happen, and then they lead to little fights. So the officials are never going to allow that, and that's why the penalty came out real quick. Good job by the officials.
And there's 1st and 10 here for the Warriors. Boteo dances his way forward from the 38 to about the 41.
And that play was not going to go anywhere, but Dale had like 6 Bulldogs defenders around him. Right now, I don't think the Warriors can get much off of the run game. They have to put it in the air.
Boteo being flushed out of the pocket. Now it's going to launch this one deep. Has a man there, incomplete. Was trying to get it to Nick Frederick.
Dale did an excellent job of buying some time right here. And then he saw his receiver wide open, but it was slightly overthrown, Mark, I think. If not, it would have been a big play for the Warriors.
Yeah, and Frederick kind of pulled up on his route as well. Quarterbacks are usually anticipating that the player will continue their route when they launch the football. And Frederick cut his route a little bit short. As a result, the ball overthrown. Big sack here by Mackay. Great sack there by the defensive end, Alberto Alaman.
And that play is, I think Betel thought he was going to be able to evade the defender right here.
On
he
the
has
offense,
a lot of confidence.
25.
I can still do this, but
that penalty is offset.
I had no idea that they were going to bring him down. That's why, good job by, was that Frisbee?
Yeah, that was actually Cash Frisbee, on the tackle.
Timeout, Mackay.
Mackay calls a timeout.
The first team timeout in the first half.
Seconds to go.
That'll be their first timeout. So each team has 2 timeouts left. 14-7, Rowe in front. Rowe about to punt the football. And Mackay about to get it with 1:20 showing right now. We can do the fan cam.
A lot of fans out here tonight on both sides of the stadium. What is that all about, Mark? Is that a construction company or something?
I think they're dressed as dog catchers.
Oh, how about
that might be it. Since they're playing against the Bulldogs, Bulldog fans.
They better be careful. I think they're going to come after the punter, Mark. They have nothing to lose.
And Mackay with looks like 8 people about to rush. They're going to send all 8 of them. Put some pressure on there. And there's Rowe's punt. This is returnable. Picked up at the 25-yard line. Cross the 30. A spin move up to the 35, maybe the 36-yard line. That was a short return there by Greg Cedillo.
Good job of making sure he didn't fumble when he caught the ball and then when he ran with the ball. Well, if it wasn't for those two interceptions, Mark, I wonder if we'd be tied right now.
Give a look at it. See Cedillo. Return of about 10 yards. See what Mackay can do. They've still got 2 timeouts to work with. 1:10 showing. Valdez to throw this. This is caught. This is Keith. Keith trying to run out of bounds. Gets out to the 40. Picked up about 4 yards.
He's recognized that he wanted to get out of bounds so he could stop the clock. See how quick he went out of bounds. Good job, Keith.
It's a great shot by our 5th camera there, the wireless camera down on the sideline. Valdez about to throw, 2nd and 6, being chased from behind. Gets out to about the 46-yard line.
He got a first down. So what that means, Mark, the clock stops. Well, it's running actually at 53.
Yeah, pick up the first. Valdez wants to throw and first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open on the right side. This is caught. And a first down and more into road territory to about the 37.
And anytime he buys some time as a quarterback, it puts a lot of pressure on the defense. Take a look at Valdez scrambling, and then you think he's going to run. And good eyesight by Valdez to spot
timeout.
Jackson Finn Henderson by himself up
McAllen Rowe.
Field.
That's the second in the first
Bulldogs.
half.
Is the Bulldogs taking the timeout, Mark?
Actually, Rowe took the timeout.
Oh, okay.
This is interesting, as Rowe has 1 timeout left. Stopping the clock with 34 seconds left before halftime. We'll take a break and we'll be right back. And we're back, and of course, just want to remind you before we go to the marching bands at halftime, we'll have a kick attempt for a chance to win $100 from a member of the Mackay staff. It's going to be their Coach Segovia, their soccer coach.
Oh, man,
So-
that's a lot of pressure on
Yeah,
him.
there is pressure, and you're a soccer player, and of course, a coach of a soccer team is Valdez.
He's
Going to throw
open.
this up for the end zone. It's tipped and incomplete. Great chance there for Mackay's. It was intended for Henderson. Dante Rodriguez covering on the play.
Great pass by Valdez. It would have been a spectacular catch if he would have come up with that one, Mark.
We'll see if we can take another look at this. You see Valdez had plenty of time. The offensive line's been doing a great job for him this evening. And a chance there for Henderson as it hit him right in the helmet.
I think he feels like he could have come up with that, but that would have been a spectacular catch.
So 2nd down and 10. We'll throw this over to the side. Cinco Jones makes the catch, gets out of bounds and stops the clock and moves the chains. Stops the clock at 22 seconds left.
Good job by Valdez spotting that the secondary is playing soft. They don't want to give up a touchdown, so they're giving the yardage in front. So Valdez spotted that, and it was an easy pitch and catch.
First down, 22 seconds left. Valdez wants to throw, now is forced to scramble for his life here, lobs it deep and incomplete. Henderson, the closest receiver. And
That's
bring
a
up
smart
2nd down.
play. He lost some time because the ball was floating up a little bit, but the pressure by the right defensive end right there, number 34, is what made that play happen. Give credit to, that is Ramirez. Excuse me, number 34 is Julian Nava. Great play by him.
Here's Valdez to throw on 2nd and 10. Sends it toward the end zone. And intended for Jones. Jones did get a little bit tangled, but there's no flag and no argument.
Well defended again. They're down in 10. Here's where you have to be careful with Valdez scrambling. You got to keep him in front of you.
This brings up 3rd down and 10. 9 seconds left. Maybe 2 more plays here. So we're not really worried about down in distance. Oh, and Valdez, probably seeing that the clock was about to run out, realized if I wait till I'm tackled, that's going to be the end of the half.
On the offense, number 78.
So a smart heads-up play there by Valdez.
There is a penalty, though.
Clock is stopped with 1 second left here before halftime.
Timeout, Mackay.
I know the Warrior coaching staff would like to know what happened. How come the clock stopped right away? But there's another timeout, Mark.
Each team has 1 timeout left. 3rd down and 10 still showing there. They haven't changed the down yet because of the penalty flag that was out there. Coaches or officials discussing that now. The officials talking things over with Coach Flores. I think it's a penalty against Mackay. They're asking Flores if he wants to take the penalty or not.
Holding. On the offense, number 78. 10 yards, previous spot. 3rd down.
And a smart move there by Coach Flores to take the penalty because he knows.
Timeout, Mackay.
With Mackay using their 2nd timeout, he knows that with only 1 second left, Mackay can run only 1 more play anyway. Right. So it's not really giving them the down back. They still would have had the 4th down. And they would be, and by moving them back 10 yards, takes field goal out of the picture.
Good point, Mark. I think with your birthday, you're getting a little bit wiser.
Finally. It's supposed to kick in at some point, isn't it? It's only the 2nd penalty on Mackay. I've got 2. Rowe has 3 penalties.
Pretty much you know what's going to happen. They're going to try to throw the ball probably into the end zone, Mark. And the good news is that Valdez has a strong arm. He should be able to reach it.
Valdez stepping up in the pocket, then gets tackled. Didn't get a chance to throw it up for the end zone. He had to wait for his receivers to get down to the end zone. That's why he didn't launch it sooner. But gets tackled there at about the 37-yard line, which is the line of scrimmage. And so we are at halftime, 14-7, Warriors in front. The Warriors get 7 in the first, 7 in the second quarter, and lead it here by a touchdown over the crosstown rival Mackay Bulldogs. Going to get the kicker. Coach Segovia will be our kicker. The boys soccer coach for Mackay.
I'd say he's going to make it, Mark. Come on, soccer coach.
A real good chance. There we go. Oh, nice one, too. Give him some extra points there for beauty as well, for style. If that were an Olympic sport, they would give him a 10 out of 10 there. We saw Miss Friedland right there is the principal there on your right. A $100 bill for Coach Segovia. And we appreciate Performance Therapeutics for their support of all our educators in McAllen ISD. And a great job by Coach Segovia. There we go. He's breaking out the Benjamin. Breaking out the Benjamins right there. All right. He'll be popular with all his friends this evening. 14-7, our score here at halftime. Enjoy the performances, first by the Nikki Rowe dancers in band, and then by the Mackay Bulldogs, their steppers and their marching band. We'll see you on the other side for the second half.
Performing Land of 1,000 Dances for you tonight, performed by the Mighty Warrior Band. And now, under the field direction of Alondra Ortiz and Riley McNamee, we proudly present for your entertainment this evening, Land of 1,000 Dances and the Nikki Rowe Color Guard. The Nikki Rowe Band is under the direction of Bruce Brooker-Fee, Danny Elizondo Jr., Christina Gaona, Renee Reyes, and Joey Acosta. Color Guard instructor is Michaela Santiago. Percussion techs are Cody Hustle and Kevin High. An extra special thank you to our Central Administration for their continued and tireless support of our community. The Warrior Band would like to congratulate the McAllen Bulldog Band on their superior ratings at Pigskin.
Officers for the Steppers are Captain Senior Dariana Luna, Showtime International All-Star. First Lieutenant Senior Grace Murray, Showtime International, and Miss Showtime. Stepper of the week is Caitlin Canales. At this time, we would like to honor our Stepper seniors, including Dariana Luna, Grace Murray, Natalie Aliceda, Miranda Arguelles, Caitlin Canales, Evelyn Garcia, Sofia Garza, Gabriela Guerra, Sofia Perez, Juliet Sandoval, Brisa Silva, Eden Tijerina, Aaliyah Torres. Thank you, Steppers, for your dedication to our school. Thank you, Steppers. Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field of play in block formation is the one, the only, the McAllen High School Battling Bulldog Band. Tonight, the Battling Bulldog Band features special guests from Morris and Travis Middle School. Please welcome the future of the Mac High Battling Bulldog Band. The Battling Bulldog Band is under the field direction of drum majors Derek Potter and Juan Pablo Martinez. Color guard and band students of the week are all seniors. The section of the week is the drum majors. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to tonight's halftime entertainment. We invite you to sit back, and relax and enjoy the pride of Mac High, that Battling Bulldog Band with high hopes. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a round of applause for all of our middle school students from Morris and Travis. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we have a special message for our seniors, a message from their parents and their directors, and they would like them to know that we know each of you. And we thank you for your hard work, countless hours of practice, and dedication that you have given to the McAllen High School Battling Bulldog Band, to Friday Night Lights, and to your community. It does not go unnoticed. Your passion that you bring to the beat to each of our games is necessary and appreciated. We also want to let everyone know in the stands that all of these 26 seniors are the pride and joy of the McAllen High School. Seniors, always remember that you are Mac High, and you forever will be. Congratulations on another successful season, and enjoy the rest of your senior year. May you forever bleed purple and live a life of gold. At this time, we'd like to recognize our seniors. Hannah Abau, Bianca Andrade, Ivy Landis, Alyssa Moreno Salazar, Alexa Valduvin, Joshua Camacho, Alexa Diaz, Philip Diaz, Rick Elizondo, Raul Flores, Mia Fuentes, Nicholas Garcia, Anthony Gonzalez, Brandon Gonzalez, Sienna Gutierrez, Jordan Jett, Jeremiah Maldonado, Edgardo Martinez, Juan Pablo Martinez Jr., Matthew Mejia, Silas Morales, JC Munoz, Jalexis Pedraza, Derek Potter. Ilse Guerra, Debri Rodriguez, thank you for your dedication to our community and our school. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please stand as we honor our city and our community with the traditional spelling of the MAC-High, the National Emblem March, and when that whole MHS team falls in line. And C H I, always and forever, we are MAC-High. Starting the second half here at DQ Fan Field. Fans having a great time. See all their dancing and swaying. Some rock classics and some fresher tunes here being played over the loudspeaker at the scoreboard. We got the Warriors about ready to run out there, the Bulldogs. First, it's going to be the little Bulldogs that are going to run out there, anxious and eager, ready to run out there. They've got their big brothers they look up to.
Ladies and gentlemen, turn your attention to the north. The little Bulldogs are running out. Let's give them a big hand as they come out. Little Bulldogs.
And here the little Bulldogs come running out. And they've got a track meet going on here.
Right, bright future.
With these two young men. Come running across. These are, of course, kids that'll be future Bulldogs. They attend elementary schools. Three little girls. Look how they're holding hands all the way down the field.
To Misty Valdez. Joaquin Valdez, mom. Senior night, 3 years. And she did. She's so proud. The family, of course, is that last week Joaquin broke the all-time passing record. That's so good, right? They wish it would have happened here tonight, but it happened at Tom Andrews Stadium. They want to wish their appreciation for you, Mr. Mark May, and myself for always doing a good job of bringing these games. Of course, McAllen ISD doing that, where not only the Valdez's, but a lot of people that after games, Mark, I don't know if you know this, but they love to go see the game as a family and just have a great time. So that's, we kind of don't know this happens, right? But it happens all the time. I got a text from a parent from Palmview about yesterday how we highlighted a kid. So people are listening, and that's all we try to do is just try to highlight our kids. Because you and I love what we do, and McAllen ISD loves what they do on this production.
Well, that's good. It's good to hear. Good to have that feedback.
Watch the outside.
For the second half. We'll see some last-moment instructions there from Coach Shelby and company. McAllen will be starting off with the football here in this third quarter.
Please report to any police officer. Thomas Ayala. We found your driver's license. Please report to any MISD police officer.
Coach Shelby in his 6th year as head coach of the Bulldogs. His counterpart Robert Flores in his 9th year. Here's our halftime stats, by the way. Look at the first downs there for both of these teams. They combined for 27 first downs in the first half. McAllen was 16 first downs, but they had 2 turnovers that hurt their cause a bit and kept their score down. The rushing yards about the same, and total yardage favoring McAllen. As we see McAllen get the ball and then step out of bounds. That's Henderson, I believe, and he'll be shy of the 15-yard line. McAllen will start back there, but looking at the total yards, you can see McAllen had a decisive edge in passing yards, which gives them the edge by about 80 yards in total yards. Penalties were light on both teams, and of course the turnovers, we mentioned the 2 on McAllen. That's where we stand right now.
Will be placed on the Bulldogs 13-yard line.
Very competitive ball game for sure, and that's what you expect. These kids have been playing each other probably since back in the day at the McAllen Boys and Girls Club, and then they get to middle schools, and they know each other, but they're not going to be city champs, but at least you can beat one of your city rivals.
And here's Valdez on first down, runs it up to the 15-yard line after he started at the 14. We're going to give him a gain of a yard, really.
You know, Mark, this game has like, it just has the feeling. We don't know what happened, but like it's going to go into the fourth quarter, and it's going to be decided late in the fourth quarter. We'll see if that happens.
So 2nd down and 9. Valdez tosses this outside. So live football picked up by Valdez, and now they're going to say, they might be saying it was an attempted pass and calling it an incomplete pass. As the ball was still bouncing around, Valdez picked it up, and then the play was blown dead.
Chase.
So the officials were right on it because it was a forward pass to the front. So a good call right there. And that's why it's so important to have a team of 7. Back in the day, they used to only have 5, Mark, and it was hard. I mean, you would miss some penalties, but now with 7, it makes it a lot easier.
Yep, so it's 3rd down and 8 now, and Valdez going to throw this, and it's caught. This is a 1st down here. That looks like Keith on the catch, and they'll move the chains.
A nice, good protection. Ball put where it was. Keith went up in the air, secured it, and now they have a 1st down.
Mackay able to get them moved in with opening minute of the 3rd quarter here. Here's Rivas. Rivas with some room. Turns on the afterburners now across midfield, turning this into a foot race. He's at the 30, now the 20, and pushed out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A huge run by Joseph Rivas all the way down to the row 4.
And that's what a passing attack does to you, Mark. It kind of like puts you on your heels. You don't know if they're going to run the ball. You don't know if they're going to pass the ball. When you run it and you have some good blocking and a pretty good runner in Joseph Rivas, good job on the hustle right there, saving a touchdown was Sebastian Islas.
That was a 70-yard run by Rivas. Here's a handoff to Garza. Garza falls forward for a gain of 1. That'll put Mackay at 150 yards rushing now.
Short game right up the middle, Mark. I think that's kind of like a decoy kind of play, like to get the Warrior defense thinking about a run up the field. So looking for something outside or some kind of rollout from Valdez.
So here they go from the 4. They hand this off to Schwartz. Schwartz almost falls down, keeps his feet, goes into the end zone for the touchdown.
What balance, Mark. You looked like, you're right, like he was going to go down.
Touchdown by Schwartz. 3 yards.
Like you said, Oliver Schwartz has played some linebacker this year.
6-play, 86-yard drive. Here's the kicker, Cash Caceres. Kick is up and away, and it's good. And we're tied at 14 here with 10:20 to go here in the 3rd quarter. And Mackay with an 86-yard drive to open the 2nd quarter. Here's another look at that touchdown by Schwartz. See, he kept his footing there, goes in for the score, and we're all tied here at DQ Fan Field.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
And welcome back. 14-all is our score. We're here in the third quarter, just less than 2 minutes it took for Mac High to go 86 yards on 6 plays and score. Of course, most of those were passes, but one that was not was a 70-yard run by Rivas. Took it all the way down to the 4-yard line. 3 plays later, they punched it in the end zone. Actually, 2 plays later. There's a touchback right there. It goes back to the 25-yard line here for Nikki Rowe. This will be their first possession of the third quarter. Score tied at 14.
Now the pressure's on the Warrior offense because we're talking win and you're in the playoffs, a loss and you're done.
Trying to join Mission Eagles, the Edinburgh Bella Sabercats, and the Memorial Mustangs as the district's representatives in the postseason. But they have to win this one first as Boteo runs across the left side, gets up to about the 29-yard line after a 4-yard pickup.
And after the 4-yard gain, good defense by the Bulldogs.
Boteo to throw. This is caught about the 40-yard line. First down and more here. This is Castillo with, I believe, his just his second catch of the evening.
Hang on to the ball, and that's what he did. Castillo coming in with this. That should be catch number 61 for the year.
Run by Ligues. Ligues able to actually loses a yard there.
Look who is in the tackle. Did he just score a touchdown, Mark?
He did. Two-way player, Schwartz. Yeah, getting the tackle right there. No wonder he's one of the captains.
Expect a big year from him next year when he turns out to be a senior.
Warriors with a 2nd and 9 here. So pass is going to be overthrown, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Maybe that's not too bad because I don't think even if he would have caught the ball, he would have gotten a lot of yards. Because the defense for the Bulldogs, number 13, Pablo De La Rosa, was ready.
All our score here. I think most people anticipate a higher scoring game. It's been defenses have been strong here. They're being methodical here as they let the play clock wind down to 5 seconds. Now 3 seconds as they snap it. Quick pass. This is caught. Be a couple yards short of the first down. That was a 3rd and 9 right there. It's a run by Nick Frederick. Made his first catch of the evening.
You know, Mark, don't be surprised, even though it's a 4th down on the Arms territory. We take a look at the replay. Good job by gaining at least close to 8 yards. I think the Warriors are going to go for it. 4th and 2. Look for Boteo to run with the ball.
This is the first time they've gone for it on 4th down as Boteo runs with it, carries it up to the 40-yard line, a gain of 7 on the quarterback sneak there.
Boteo, when you have him as a quarterback, that's why you go for it, Mark. But because the Warriors, they know they're playing for a playoff, they went for it and it paid off.
So first down here at the Bulldog 40-yard line, run by Ligues. Ligues able to get it across the 35 to about the 33-yard line and bring up 2nd down.
You take that 7-yard gain right up the middle, nothing fancy. Coming in there to put on the tackle is Will Hawk.
Yeah, Will Hawk. One of the part of that nickel defense that they like to use a lot, this Mackay team. Boteo going to be bottled up at about the line of scrimmage there. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Bulldogs knew this was coming. I mean, right away they shut it down.
They're down in 4 now. Oh, and that looked like it might have been tipped, intended for Frederick. Frederick unable to bring that in. It goes incomplete, bring up 4th down and 4.
That was close for both teams. It could have been intercepted. The receiver almost had an opportunity. A little excitement right there by Coach Flores. The Warriors are going for it again on 4th down.
So 4th down and 4. Odell wants to throw, has all day, throws this into traffic, and that's picked off by McAllen. Got to run it back the other way. Their first turnover of the day is a big interception return by number 12, Abraham Barrientos. .646 to go in the 3rd, and he'll wear the Bulldog chains.
It'll take a lot of time to get that chain on him, Mark, and he's also getting sprinkled by all kinds of water. But I don't think Benteo was happy with that throw because he did throw it into traffic. There was actually 2 Bulldogs there.
That was intended for Nieves.
And give credit to Benteo. He came in and he got the tackle. But it's going to be tough for the Warrior defense, Mark, because the Mackay Bulldogs, they had that big, big drive the last time they had the ball.
So we'll start off at the row 29. Here's a flare pass to the left side. Not much there for the running back, Morley. Take another look at it here.
Good tackling, and that's what's happening to the Warriors. They gave up some big plays earlier with a lack of tackling.
So 2nd down and 10. Hand off Morley. Methodically move straight ahead, gets to the 26-yard line. It'll bring up 3rd down.
And now with the Bulldogs on 3rd down, their playbook has been open all night long. The run and the pass is in play. It's 2nd and 10. Thought it was 3rd down.
Yeah, it is 3rd down.
Okay.
3rd and about 7.
I think it's 2 down territory for the Bulldogs here to try to get a 1st down.
Bulldogs 5 for 9 on 3rd down. Long pass left side, man is open. This is caught at the 10. That's a 1st down. And it'll be a 1st and goal situation now for Mackay Bulldogs as Henderson comes away with the catch at the 9-yard line. Now pickup of 17 yards.
He did an excellent job, Mark, on his route. He acted like he was going to run upfield and then all of a sudden cut back. And Valdez threw it like a little timing pattern. He was wide open.
Bulldogs are now 6 of 10 on 3rd down. It's an excellent 60% percentage there. And here's a Henderson trying to use his speed to get to the outside. It's going to get only to the 7, a pickup of about 2.
Sebastian Islas in on the tackle again, Mark. And what the Warrior defense needs to do is try to get a hold here. And even if they give up 3 points, it's a big victory for the defense.
Clock down to 20 seconds. Mackay with his 2nd and goal. Actually spot this at the 6-yard line. It's a Henderson in motion. Henderson running a little out route is picked up. Valdez looking elsewhere now. Valdez going to run. Nobody near him. And a touchdown for the Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs regain the lead. They've got the lead and lead it 20-14 here with just over 4 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Right there on this play, Mark, is what you're looking at, a good player with a lot of composure. Didn't panic. He's thrown 2 interceptions today, but football is not over until it's over, and he looks real happy. We'll take a look at the replay. His patience, was able to spot an open field to the right and get a touchdown.
There's the extra point kick by Cáceres is good, and he's now 3 for 3 this evening. And his team leads it 21-14 with 4:16 to go here before the end of the third. Let's take another look at it here as you see Valdez rolled out to his left. Nobody there.
Did a good job of not forcing a pass, Mark. He knew right there that he was going to score a touchdown.
And we're going to go to the smile cam. Now you can see how the Bulldog teammates comes right over and puts the chain right there on Valdez.
I was wondering how quickly they would get that chain on him. Now I know.
Yeah, they have a designated player who handles that. It's the chain distributor.
We might have to put that in our starting lineups, Mark. Who's the chain distributor? There's a happy group of kids.
Alan Martinez.
There we see Castillo back to receive. Kicker will be 55, Alan Martinez.
They need a big run back, Mark.
He's back to the 3-yard line. Castillo out to the 15, now the 20, picks up a block and then forced out of bounds about the 24-yard line. 4:09 to go here in the third quarter. And for the first time in the game, the Warriors are trailing. They've been up 7-0.
Officials timeout for an injury.
7 and now trail.
The bad thing about that with 4 minutes here in the third quarter is that now the pressure starts to mount a little bit bigger and bigger because you know you're playing for a playoff game. Maybe that's why Mackay is playing real loose, Mark. They have nothing to gain except pride because they're not going to the playoffs, correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Because of the way the tiebreakers work, Mission and La Jolla Palmview would finish ahead of them. Rowe can get in place of Palmview if they come out with the win tonight. Mission Eagles are in either way.
So that would be a great 2 days of football for the Palmview Lobos here on DQ Fan Field, McAllen Veterans Memorial Stadium, where the night before they win on a last-second field goal, and then today getting help by the Mackay Bulldogs to get themselves into the playoffs.
Okay, let's take a break. We've got a officials timeout, and you're watching Football Night in McAllen ISD.
In South Texas, we know family is everything. That's why at South Texas Health System Clinics, we focus on providing exceptional care for generations of patients. Our family practices offer a wide range of services for every member of your family, from infants to seniors. Our experienced physicians take the time to listen and provide personalized care, ensuring the health and well-being of your family for years to come. At South Texas Health System Clinics, we're dedicated to keeping families healthy and happy. We're here for you every step of the way.
Why choose Lone Star National Bank for your business? Because no other bank does more to support local businesses. In fact, we are the #1 lender in the Valley to small businesses. We put money to work here in our community.
That helps our local businesses grow.
Creating more jobs.
And more opportunities for all of us.
Working together.
Together.
We do what the little banks can't and the big banks won't. Lone Star National Bank, the Valley's bank.
All right, welcome back. We still have an officials timeout. A beautiful shot there from our drone camera.
I thought it was our McAllen ISD blimp.
Oh,
Mark.
yeah, the
You
blimp. It's
remember
a very
that a
small
couple of years
blimp.
ago?
Yeah. We used to have that blimp, then some budget cuts. Now we've got a drone. As 21-14 is our score. And Mackay in front for the first time. And Rowe with the ball now at their own 24-yard line. But, yeah, it was been an exciting game so far with 5 touchdowns. Neither team has led by more than 7.
Well, that's what we always expect anytime McAllen ISD schools play each other. Do you have a volleyball score anywhere, Mark?
Oh, yeah, so I've been getting some updates from the principal, Miss Friedland, who's she's here at this football game, but she's getting some updates as she's passing along from the game in Falfurrias, and it's 1-1 as they head to the 3rd set. So Mackay took the first set in that volleyball playoff with Flower Bluff and then lost the 2nd set to the Hornets, and they're now playing the 3rd set.
Well, you know what? The fact that it's 1-1, I think last year Mackay got swept by Flower Bluff. And the fact that it's 1-1, it's a competitive game for sure. Flower Bluff had not lost a lot of games at all in district play. So that proves that the Mackay Lady Bulldogs are very capable of competing with the powerful Flower Bluff. Is it Hornets?
Yeah, the Hornets. Here's some highlights from earlier in this half. This was the big run by Rivas that set up their go-ahead touchdown. He rambled 70 yards. Very nearly scored. Islas saving the touchdown with that shove right there. And then Schwartz would pick up the touchdown here.
Look at his excitement afterwards. I got a touchdown. I can make tackles as a linebacker, but I can also score touchdowns. I don't even know if he knew what to do with the ball.
Yeah, always exciting to score.
And
there
then he
see Schwartz
comes back.
making a tackle right there. Good tackle there on the guess.
What a nice sequence.
And then here's the interception right here. A couple of Bulldogs were
And guess who's
covering
blocking up
Diabas.
front? Once again, Schwartz.
And that was Barrientos who came up with it. And that would set up Mackay for the, actually this would be the go-ahead touchdown coming up here. Schwartz's touchdown tied the game at 14. But here's the play that put Mackay ahead.
Supposed to be a pass. How about this?
Yeah, he was looking to pass. And now we're back to action. 1st and 10 here for the Rowe Warriors. If they give it to Leguess, Leguess able to fight his way up to about the 29-yard line, a gain of 5.
But throughout the game, the Warriors have been gaining some yardage, but it just hasn't been consistent. All of a sudden, they fall to a 3rd and 9 and 4th down. They just got to get themselves a consistent drive, which they are very capable of.
Warriors now over 100 yards rushing. Corteo all day to throw here, and this goes incomplete. Was trying to hit Castillo. That's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5. Warriors 5 for 9 on third down. Facing a precarious 3rd and 5 here at their own 29.
Look for a short pass, maybe to Castillo, see if he can break away like he did the other time, or some kind of run by Mateo.
And Boteo looks left, gets the defense to move, and is able to take off straight up the gut and pick up the first down.
That's a very nicely designed play. They faked like, I'm going to throw that quick pass that they have done several times tonight, and I think the defense for the Bulldogs fell for it. First down, big first down for the Warriors.
The Warriors were now 6 of 10 on third down. Boteo wants to throw, has time. But the offensive line of both teams has just done a stellar job tonight. So you've seen a lot of passing by both teams, and even on the incomplete passes, quarterbacks have plenty of time.
This is how you play defense right there, Pablo de la Rosa. Sure tackle. No yard.
Actually a loss of a yard.
Yeah, one.
Boteo trying to evade the sack here. And just as I complimented the offensive line play, it's the Bulldog defensive line that comes up with the big play.
Mark, you jinxed him.
Yep.
And that's what I was talking about, that the Warriors have been able to get yardage, but then all of a sudden they have a breakdown in the play. And there was a breakdown right there.
Yeah, Brian Bettis, a linebacker, rushed in. Nobody picked him up. And he was able to get the sack.
And Shorts was also right there in the neighborhood again.
They're -7 yards. It brings up third down and 18 now. Here's a catch by Castillo. Could he get the first down? Second effort, third effort, and he does. Wow.
Boy, did the Warriors need that, Mark. First of all, good rollout, good pass, right in the money. And the yards after contact, the determination by Mateo Castillo keeps this drive alive for the Warriors.
They picked up 19 yards. As Boteo kept it back to the line of scrimmage.
That play looked like Mateo was going to be able to go around and gain some yardage, but the Bulldog defense hustled, and there was no yardage.
Oh, second down and 10. Boteo wants to throw, has the blitz, has to get rid of it quickly. And this is caught. Was he in bounds? And I think they're going to say no, he was not in bounds.
That's unfortunate because great catch.
Yeah, great throw and catch. We're going to see what Coach Flores, what he thought of it. He knows how close it was. And Boteo on third down and 10, not able to get much as Mackay was focused on him that whole time.
I think Oliver Schwartz is probably the spy. He was right there when Mateo tried to go back up the middle. It did not work. Are they going for it, Mark, this far back in a big 4th and 13?
4th and 13. It's a bit surprising here as we're still in the third quarter. But Mackay ahead by 7. They're waiting for that play time to wind down. It's 14 seconds.
It's the first time out in the second half.
And now Rowe's going to take a timeout. That'll be their first of this second half. Leave them with 2. It stops the clock with 26 seconds left here in the third quarter. You see the Mackay cheerleaders.
You know, Mark, if they go for it and they don't make it, the field's going to be very short for the Mackay Bulldog offense.
Indeed. If Mackay can go up by 2 scores, that becomes a huge hill for Rowe to climb with only 1 quarter remaining. You see Coach Patrick Shelby there on the right side of your screen.
Defense, defense, stay in, defense, defense. Hey, Eli, get back there. Hey, get off the nose. Get off.
So now they've decided discretion's the better part of valor. They'll be kicking the ball.
I think that's the right thing to do at this time.
McAllen, a little bit of pressure. There's fielded at the 15-yard line. This is Schwartz, Elijah Schwartz, all the way up to the 29-yard line before he's kind of body slammed right there. Gets right back up.
Nice tackle right there by the Warriors.
Yeah, Alec Enzaldua.
Right here, pick him up, bam. Even if it would have been a fumble, the fumble would probably not have counted, Marcus.
Illegal formation on the kicking team.
Officials can call a roughing penalty in that kind of a situation.
There is some kind of penalty.
You heard a groan from the McAllen crowd when they saw the replay of it.
I think that penalty is not, it's just going to be ignored. It was a false start.
Officials talking to Coach Shelby, which means he has the
penalty decline. First down, McAllen.
They're saying no penalty. So McAllen at the 29. 13 seconds left here in the third quarter. So they fake it to Garcia. Valdez wants to keep it, still running across the 35 up to the 36-yard line.
Heading to the 4th.
Yep, gain of 7 on the play.
That's the end of the third quarter. We'll have a hydration timeout.
End of the third quarter. And McAllen gets 2 touchdowns in that third quarter to go from a 14-7 deficit to a 21-14 lead as we head to the fourth quarter. We're going to take a break, be back with the last quarter of play here at DQ Fan Field when we come back.
The Sames Back to School Sale is your perfect way to win. 6 weeks of perfect attendance earn students a chance to win a new car from Sames. And any student gets $500 off MSRP at Sames McAllen Ford or always online at SamesMcAllenFord.com. Drive local, drive Sames.
And welcome back here at DQ Fan Field. Mark May with Mario Reyna, 21-14 our score. Touchdowns tonight by McAllen. Valdez, their quarterback, has 2 runs. And Schwartz, Oliver Schwartz has a short run for a touchdown. And then for Rowe, Boteo has a touchdown run and then a 26-yard pass that he threw to Landon Barrera.
The Bulldogs coming out, playing a good, strong third quarter, outscoring the Warriors 14-7. You know that Palm View Lobo coach, Margarito McGinnis, is watching this game and hoping for a Bulldog victory.
And the teams have switched in. So Bulldogs now moving from right to left, and on their first play, it's a long pass intended for Jones. It goes incomplete.
It's a 3rd and 3. The way Valdez has been running with the ball, that could be the call. And also the way he's been throwing the ball, that could be the call. I wouldn't want to be on defense right now.
Yeah, I suspect Valdez will run this. They bring in Garcia as a wing on the near side. Going to fake the handoff, and it looks like Valdez wants to throw. Has room, though, to run and picks up the first down and then some, all the way across midfield into Rowe territory to the 48-yard line, a pickup of 16 yards.
You know, we've seen a bunch of quarterbacks on this field, Mark. One thing I give Valdez credit for is that when he has an opportunity to go out of bounds and just avoid a hit, why not? That's what he does.
Early fourth quarter here, Mackay on the march. Valdez going to hand this off. And a modest gain there for Morley. And Mackay trying to put another nail in Rowe's coffin if they can move down and score a touchdown here.
And it's going to be tough if the Bulldogs do score, because it looks like the Warrior offense, they didn't do much in the third quarter.
Officials timeout for an injury.
Timeout.
Got an official's timeout. I think this might be a hydration break. They did that back in the first half. They had a hydration break.
There's a lot to talk right there by defensive coordinator Robert Bocanegra. He knows they got to get a stop. They cannot afford to go down more than 7 points.
There we showed the officials' timeout. It's a great shot there. You can see both teams, and of course the wide shot of the stadium itself. Big crowd on hand for both teams here tonight in the regular season finale. And this run by Valdez on 2nd and 4. Doesn't get much there. I think he may have picked up a yard, and he'll bring up 3rd down.
Nicely done on the tackle by Dante Rodriguez. Valdez, if you took a look at him, you could tell he was breathing in. But he just does that during when he's getting the plays, because as soon as he gets that ball, boy, he gets after it.
Back to throw, Valdez on 3rd and short. Now forced to scramble. Has some room, going to run it. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some, all the way to about the 35. Pickup of 6, and that'll move the chains.
And Valdez does it again, Mark. Real patient, doesn't force it, puts on a good move. Look at that quick feet that he has. And what does he do, Mark? What have I been talking about? He avoids getting hit. He goes out of bounds.
Yeah, avoid taking out our cameraman too. Wow, yeah, he does it all.
Yeah.
Pretty
he
cool.
Kicked the ball there at the end.
Having a great time out here, isn't he?
Yeah, he's playing very relaxed.
Picked up 6 yards for the 3rd down. And now it's a new set of downs. Bulldogs over 200 yards rushing now, a 201. As here Morley fights his way up to about the 31-yard line. And a 4-yard gain.
Well, this is where the Warrior defense, they got to come up with a stop. They got to come up with a turnover. And let's see what happens.
Okay, 9.5 to go here. Shotgun snap. And not much there on 2nd and 6.
Job on the Warrior defense, Mark, but they're not doing consistent. The 3rd and 5s, and Valdez either using his legs or his arms to get those first downs and get the plays going. We have a score on the volleyball now, Mark, with the 3rd game. Flower Bluff won that game, understand, big. So now Flower Bluff is up 2-1. My informant says Mackay just got drilled in the 3rd set, so let's see if the Bulldogs can come back in game number 4 down 2-1.
So here's 3rd and 5, and Valdez wants to run it again. Found a seam at the 20, now at the 10, and goes out of bounds inside the 10. It'll be a 1st and goals. He picks up 21 yards on 3rd down.
Good vision. I mean, he's really hurting the defense. Right here, Mark, I was going to tell you he was already heading out of bounds. And that's what he did.
21 yards. Picks up the 1st down. 8.5 to go here in the 4th quarter. (21-14) Mackay in front. Rowe needing a win here in order to get into the playoffs.
Timeout, Mackay.
Oh, now it's time to go to our fans of the game. Congratulations to the main event and Spikes Ford biggest sports fans in the stands. Biggest Nikki Rowe fan is David Aguilar, who's a sophomore. Biggest Mackay fan is Audrey Bettis, who's from the class of 1990. And they've won all access passes to main event. Congratulations to them, fans of the game.
Who's that kid from Rowe?
The Rowe student is David Aguilar.
David is such a good supporter, Mark. I saw him at a volleyball game, the one you were calling between Mackay, and that guy didn't even have a voice anymore, and he was still yelling for Nikki Rowe. It was unbelievable. Great selection.
Just this morning, some of the Rowe football players were out at Hendricks Elementary School welcoming kids as they were dropped off to start their day. Of course, imagine the surprise on those little kids' faces when they see these big football players opening the car door and welcoming them to school. That was just this morning. Here's 1st and goal right here. Valdez trying to keep it. Gets up to his 7-yard line, a gain of 2 to bring up 2nd and goal.
Him going out of bounds, it stops the clock, which actually helps the Warriors. The way he can turn and go to the other side makes him such a dangerous runner.
So 2nd down and goal. Valdez drifting back. There's flags down all over the place. Throws this back the other way, throwback pass, and it's swatted down, incomplete. It's intended for Rivas. Looks like it was defended by Jacob Gonzalez. Right there, number 5.
We got 2 fouls on the play. We got illegal shift on the offense. 5 yards, previous spot. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. 77s on the offense.
Boy, that's going to be 20 yards in penalties right there.
That's a big break for the Warriors. What I was talking about, they need some kind of break, whether it be a turnover, and there's that's definitely.
Yeah,
they'll be enforced
well, and
in order of occurrence.
Officiating crew, I'm not allowing that to happen because you don't put a stop to it, it can escalate. And you know, Coach Patrick Shelby probably does not approve of that. he'll probably talk to his player and let him know that's not acceptable.
Second
in
down.
his Bulldog program. That's going to make it, like you said, Mark, a long, maybe even take him out of field goal range.
Yeah, so 5 yards for the illegal shift, and then it was 15 for the play that occurred after the play. So it moves the ball all the way out to the 27-yard line.
But the second and 27, the way Valdez is playing tonight, it's like no big deal.
And here's a run by Morley. Morley picks up a couple of yards. Valdez on 3rd and long throws this. And this is going to actually lose a little bit of yardage. Back to the 27, despite the completion to Rivas.
That play didn't look good, like it never materialized. It's a 4th and 27.
Wow.
Doesn't look like Coach Shelby is sending in his field goal kicking team that would put him up by 10 points. So the Warriors can hold. They'll have about 6 minutes and 20 seconds for them to try to tie this game.
Yeah, essentially maybe hoping for a penalty as Valdez going to throw this toward the end zone on 4th down. Goes incomplete. Crowd wants a flag. But the official right there, the field judge was right there on it and waved incomplete. It was intended for Tristan Keith. And they'll turn it over on downs.
So that one was, I mean, all Valdez did was give him an opportunity, Mark. I don't know if we have a replay. I don't know. I don't think there was any contact. I think there was no contact. The kid was going for the ball. I think that was a good call by the officials. This is a big game for the Warriors, and you don't want them to lose on a tough call like that.
Here's Boteo. Finally throws it away as he had nowhere to run the football. 6.5 minutes to play in the 4th quarter.
That's really, I mean, no yards gained, but at least he did not throw an interception. He stopped the clock, and he avoided a loss of a few yards, so it stays at 2nd and 10.
Let's see what the Warriors do here.
Timeout. McAllen. That's the second team timeout in the second half.
They did not look organized, so timeout.
Yeah, timeout called by Mackay. 21-14, they have the lead with 6.5 to play in the 4th. Rowe with the football right now, facing a 2nd down and 10.
Here's an update on the volleyball game. The Lady Bulldogs are down 2-1 against Flower Bluff, and game 4 does not look very good for the Lady Bulldogs because they're down 8-1. So regardless, I don't know what's going to happen there because volleyball, things can change any minute, but what a season for the Lady Bulldogs, who have a bunch of juniors that will be coming back next year.
Yeah, they have only about 3 seniors on that team, and the bulk of the team would be coming back next year. Here's Ligues on the carry, across the 30-yard line to about the 32, and a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
And I have a general feeling here that the Warriors are trying to get as much yards as they can to keep. I see them going for it in 4th down, even in their own territory, because they know they got to keep the ball.
They're under 6 minutes to go.
It's 2 down territory, Mark, even though it's at their own 33-yard line.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Here's a quick pass. This is caught. And running up ahead for the first down is the receiver, Landon Badetta. Badetta caught a touchdown pass earlier in this game for 26 yards.
Good job by Barrera, first of all, to catch the ball and then quickly, as fast as he could, go forward for the first down. And he also went out of bounds to stop the clock. Although with 5 minutes and 42 seconds to go, plenty of time. The Warriors do have 2 timeouts left.
Yeah, it was 11 yards on that pickup to Badetta. He has 2 catches now for 37 yards. And here's Bodeo in trouble. And a blindside blitz by Mackay pays off. So a couple of guys who got in there, including 24, Jules August.
Yeah, the Bulldog defense, they got nothing to lose. They're blitzing. They just make it real hard on Mateo.
Fletcher Frisbee also in there. And here's Castillo on 2nd and 15. Breaks a tackle, still going and finding his way up across midfield. He's going to be close to a first down, might be just a yard shy. Oh, they're going to say it's a first down.
Yeah.
Got it right on the marker.
And that's a determined rock right there, Mark. Like Castillo, a senior, he doesn't want his season to end tonight.
Hurry up offense now after the 10-yard gain.
Oh.
And that ball tipped way up in the air, and it's intercepted. That ball was tipped up in the air, and Mackay has the interception and their second turnover of the night. And Mackay's got it right back and still holding on to the 7-point lead.
That could be the season right there for the Warriors. They had an opportunity. They're fighting like they always do. Exciting kid right there, and Riley Alsley.
Yeah, it was tipped up in the air and then was caught. Boy, I'd love to see that again. David Mercado looked like he tipped it up in the air, and then it was intercepted by Riley Owsley. So it appeared to hit a Mackay player on the helmet and bounced up, and of course Owsley was able to catch it. Let's see if we can see that one more time. Yeah, it did go off a Mackay player's helmet and then was caught just out of frame there.
And we know, Mark, that most of the time, anytime there's a ball up in the air like that, the defense is usually going to come up with an interception. So here's a scenario with the clock running, 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go. The only chance the Warriors have is that they cannot allow a first down.
2nd down and 5. And they run this straight ahead. It's going to be 3rd down and short. The clock will continue to run. Clock very much a factor now.
Officials timeout for an injury.
Here's another look at the that interception. See it hit the helmet, the player, and then was caught. Almost like a fair catch. And of course his knee touched, so he was down right away by, that was Owsley with the interception, and it went off the helmet of David Mercado. Wow, you don't see a play like that very often. It was similar to the Immaculate Reception, wasn't it? Didn't that go off?
It looked like that.
Went off Jack Tatum's helmet, I think, back in the day.
We know that lots of fans in the La Jolla area are watching this game.
So we've got a timeout right now, an officials timeout with 3:45 to play in the 4th quarter, a 21-14 lead here for the Mackay Bulldogs. You can see TV reporters standing by to report on the game once it ends. We're going to go ahead and go to break. We'll be right back.
they stop him.
Yep, 3rd down and 1, and Valdez once again converts on 3rd down. Huge 3rd down conversion there for the Mackay Bulldogs. Bulldogs now with 25 first downs in this game tonight.
Clock continues to run as the Warriors are saving their 2 timeouts. You know Valdez is not going to run another play until the clock gets down to 2 seconds in the play clock, which will put the game at about 2:50.
Bulldogs need maybe a couple first downs here. Rowe does have 2 timeouts left. Tackle on Andres Garza right at midfield.
Clock continues to run. Looks like the Warriors are saving their 2 timeouts.
Under 2.5 to go now. Clock continues to run. Rowe still holding on to their 2 timeouts.
I think they'll call one after this play.
Mackay cheerleaders enjoy being on the big scoreboard.
There'll be about 2 minutes to go after this play.
Valdez wants to throw, and this is caught. That's Henderson. Henderson able to stay in bounds, and that's going to be short of the first down by about 5 yards. But the clock will keep rolling unless Rowe calls timeout, which I think Rowe is done.
McAllen Rowe.
Yeah, Rowe calls a timeout. They have 1 left. It'll be 3rd down now for the Bulldogs, and time for the fan cam. So here they go on 3rd down and 5. Valdez with play action, wants to throw, is going to lob this, throwback pass, man open. It's caught, that's Henderson. Henderson down at the 14-yard line. And that may just about do it. Mackay rolls the dice and comes up aces.
And that could be the deciding factor already, where since the Warriors still only have just 1 timeout, Mark, it's just not going to be enough.
36 yards.
The Bulldogs can actually get into the victory formation and just... So congratulations to the Bulldogs for playing hard here in the last game of the year.
Yeah, handoff Andres Garza. Going to run it up for about a 4-yard pickup.
I wonder if coach for the Palmview Lobos will be taking Coach Shelby out to lunch tomorrow or something. Help
Timeout.
to the playoffs.
McAllen Rowe. That's the last timeout.
Yeah, it'll be Edinburgh Bella, Memorial Mustangs,
That
Mission
should be
Eagles, and then the Palmview Lobos.
It's been a real competitive district, that's for sure.
Rowe uses their last timeout. Stops the clock with 57 seconds left.
I was just going to let Mark stand by himself. He's a birthday boy.
Okay, we have
we've
to
got an
wish
officials
our
timeout right
Mark
now, and
May,
it looks like
play-by-play
a really
TV
exciting
analyst. Happy birthday, Mark May.
He's going to finish second in district play. And oh, okay.
There we go. There's our birthday boy.
They wish me happy birthday over the PA system, so had to say hello
Taking
to
a
everyone
knee, number
and appreciate
10.
that. And it looks like it'll be Rowe missing the playoffs if Mackay prevails with the win here, the upset spoiled victory. And congratulations to Mackay, as they'll only need to snap it one more time, I think. About 10 seconds difference between the play clock and the game clock. And this will be a good signature win here for Mackay. They'll finish the year at 4-6. Winners of and 4-3 in district play.
Mark, I want to make sure because I had like three fans saying that they thought if Mackay won today, they could still make the playoffs. But that's not the case, correct?
Yeah, unfortunately, not the case the way the math works out, with Mission going in based on a positive points between Palmview and Mackay, and then with Palmview going in based on their head-to-head win over Mackay. But still, not to taint anything here, Mackay with a hard-fought 21-14 victory. You saw the standing ovation from their fans.
And they deserve it.
Yep. And a big win here for Mackay at the close of their regular season. They end up at 4-6, and Nikki Rowe ends up at 3-7. And so for Mario Reyna, I'm Mark May, saying so long. Next week we'll have a playoff game. Should be the Memorial Mustangs in the playoffs. We'll find out the opponent between now and then. And hope you enjoyed tonight's game as well. And that'll do it from DQ Fan Field. Our final score, Mackay 21, Nikki Rowe 14.